All right, y'all. So we just got back from Japan, and I was supposed to stay longer, but I had to call out the trip early. And it got to a point, like towards the end, it got super bad that people wanted to beat me up, and they tried.
So the kid scam. I don't know his Instagram name or the beginning of his first name or whatever. It was scam likely on TikTok, and dude who went to Japan for the reasons of trying to get a girl pregnant and get married for $75,000 a year, going crazy with no protection or taking the protection off and catching everything. Not everything, like two things is like the most common thing. Is like, all right, he was going crazy. See, I was right that I thought he was supposed to stay for a few more days. But as he said here, he said, yo, the trip ended early. So I guess something went down and just went left. And then what happened is what I expected to happen. I was like, this is getting too crazy out there. And Japan's not used to seeing nothing like this. Not openly. They have literally like sites specifically for that, but it's not like open. He had videos of him inside the car with girls like doing stuff. Like it was just like way too much. And so if it gets around, Japan ain't that big, so it's just like it gets around fast. So
I got gonorrhea and chlamydia when I was in Tokyo. Out here in Tokyo, so I'm gonna do a little quick Q&A for y'all since y'all keep asking me questions. So starting off with the first question, I'm just gonna freestyle in my head: is do Japanese shave? From my experience, no, they don't. Every time it's been a jungle for me, but I like it. I'm a natural monkey. I like to
they're the ones
climb
he
in the
ran
jungle.
into.
So if you don't like it, stay home. Next question is: are Japanese people racist? Yes, they are very racist. They will stare at you, and as soon as you look at them, they will turn away.
These are my imitations of Asian people staring at me depending on which country I'm in.
But it's not like I'm gonna kill you racist. It's like I'm scared of you racist. So it's not too much to worry about. And for the third question is, do I really have two STDs? Yes, I caught gonorrhea and chlamydia while I was here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm low-key burnt out. But
They're
yeah, it
burnt
is what
out,
it is.
literally.
Is the food here overrated? No, the food is not overrated. If you like sushi, you pretty much will like everything in Japan. I think it's very great. I don't know why you guys ask me this, but are Japanese girls tight? Yes, of course they are tight. All of them are small and petite. So like, how much was this trip and how was I able to afford this? So I'm spending upwards of $4,000
Damn.
and I'm able to afford this through TikTok. So the more I post and the more you guys watch it, the more I can travel to different countries. Is it actually easy to get bitches in Japan?
So that's mainly from what from what I was looking at. That's mainly just like food, hotel, and Ubers and whatever else little stuff he bought. Before, I remember he was saying he went to he was going to DR. Then he switched his plane ticket once he saw something about Japan, and I was like, gosh, he was really on a mission, like for real. And to document it, I wouldn't have done that because now like his reputation is like shot. He has a familiar face on the internet for doing that, and I'm pretty sure there is a girl out there right now who is probably well, I would say looking like to do what he wants to do, but probably they're not in what Japan was for. If he goes to any of these other places he wants to go to and do, he wouldn't be able to do the same thing. Like it would be kind of no point. He went to Japan specifically for that, so I don't know what his mission would be in other places in other countries that don't have those type of benefits to men, foreigners or whatever. To like nobody else is saying come here and marry for $75,000 and for women purposes or whatever, family purposes. Unless it's just like some places you see, oh, move here and live here for this amount of money a year. You see that.
Yes, it is very easy. If you can say hi in the Google Translate, then your V card will go bye-bye. All you got to do is say hi and talk with them for 5 minutes and act like you're interested in learning their language. No, you good? Come on. All right, so what's your name?
I'm Natalie.
Natalie,
Taylor.
I'm Sam. Nice to meet you. How old are you?
I'm 18.
18. Damn, I'm 19. Are you
Okay.
single?
I am single.
You single?
Yeah.
How do you like it in Tokyo, though?
Tokyo's lit as fuck. We just
It's
had
lit.
some
It's
food.
tight, huh?
It is tight.
Yeah, it was some
Hella
fire
bad
sushi
bitches and
earlier.
hella bad.
Man, there's hella bitches. I caught gonorrhea and chlamydia when I was in Tokyo.
We got chlamydia
How do you
and
feel about
gonorrhea.
that? How do you feel about that?
I'm not a fan of that. Never had it. Never.
Would you still fuck with me though?
Nah.
You wouldn't?
Nah, you burnt out. You
No,
burnt.
I'm not burnt.
You burnt.
It's ways to heal it. It can go
I
away.
understand that. But
I can fix it.
Bob City over here. Not
I ain't a bot, bro. Stop playing with me, man. I ain't no bot.
You are a bop.
I think you a bot.
You made yourself a bop.
Chrome Heart,
Japan bop for the
vultures.
internet.
Only bops wear vultures merch.
What?
Yeah, come on now.
Stop
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Capri.
What? You said Supreme? All right, so back to my video since these rude people want to it up. You feel? What does my meat look like? Medium rare.
I went live from Japan and this
20
happened. What happened?
For 2 months. I look like Cuff'em. Day 11. I don't know. This is a justifiable crash out. I didn't even crash out yet, but I'm going to.
How come we can't just do this in his room? Is he in his room?
Is it ring season? I'm not gonna ring this year. Maybe next year. When's the next link? Shibuya incident. We thinking you're out for the season? I'm gonna try to come back in the playoffs.
What? Oh, the power went out.
Okay, I'm getting out. All right, just chill, okay? Hey, I can't understand you.
Is that for real? Oh, nah. Dog.
Let me get out. All right, y'all, so we just got back from Japan.
What?
And I was supposed to stay longer, but I had to call off the trip early. Like, as you can see, I can't really say what happened on TikTok, but let's just say things spiraled out of control, and I had to defend myself. I had to do the best I can. I low-key think I went too viral in Japan. Like, I was a walking
That's what I was
boundary.
thinking.
People were finding out about me, and they would see me, because there was not too many black people in Japan, so as soon as they would see me, they would just lock eyes. And it got to a point, like towards the end, it got super bad, that people wanted to beat me up, and they tried. But for the situation I was in, I still came out pretty decent. Thank God.
That's what I was thinking. I had a feeling, you know, a lot of people, you know, Japan isn't all like giggles like everybody. It is, but you know, you mind your business, you do your thing, you go in there and you have fun. But you hear stories about people when they go to the bar, they have fun and they come out of the bar. It's just like here in America. People are drunk and there's literally stories of people trying to like fight you, not just because you're black, just because like you're like Americanist thing starts to kind of come up again. The first stories I heard that from were it was like 2007 from this group Mega 64. If you know who Mega 64 is, they had a trip to Japan and they were out. They were coming outside of the club, and I think they were gonna get ready to go to another spot. And there was a bunch of Japanese guys on the corner drunk. On Mega 64, all of them are white. They're all like super white. One has dreads and the other two are just regular. They're all white, just chilling. Mine and Rocco Bodie's a chubby kid with glasses, chubby dude with glasses. They're cool, but these Japanese dudes were just saying, oh, they were just talking trash and like half English, half Japanese. Something did a bit of come. There was a gang of Japanese dudes just trying to fight them, just randomly. They're just drunk dudes, just like it's just like back home. Just drunk people trying to fight us. Like what the hell? You know what I mean? And they didn't expect that. So for him to do this and become popular in Japan, Japan isn't known to seeing people just like trying to dog the women out publicly on TikTok. And they're just like, yo, this dude is kind of like a nuisance. Like usually doing this in public, you posting public displays of infections and cars and all that stuff and just displaying things that aren't supposed to be displayed publicly. They usually keep that stuff private, like I said before. So now you just become so much of a nuisance. I don't know. I don't even know if the Yakuza got involved or whoever was called on him, but the people saw him and just, they wasn't messing with nothing he was doing. Now, I can say if he's popular on TikTok for doing this, People in other countries love TikTok. He can go to probably like 2 or 3 more places and do this before he goes to another country and they pinpoint his face and they go, I know you, blah, 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 before he's popular all around the world. You know what I mean? So be careful, my dude.
People in Japan have no squabble. I did fail the mission though because I was
No
supposed to start a
squabble.
family when I was there. But I'm not too worried because I am still young and I'm not sure if Japan is the best fit for me anyways. If you guys don't know what happened when I was in Japan, I'll put it in basketball terms for you guys. I did catch an injury when I was there. I tore my ACL, so I had to leave my team in the halftime. So basically, I'm not making the playoffs. I'm not getting a ring. So I'm going to go home and take a little bit of rest. I'm going to take the off season off.
Better take a lot of bit of rest, fool.
Stronger. Also, I did lose a little bit of money going there. I spent around $4,000.
Do a couple
and I haven't
podcast
made that
episodes.
back yet. But I see this new trend that you guys doing. You guys are helping people pay off their bills on TikTok. So if you guys could do this for this video right here, that would be perfect. I see a lot of you guys calling me a bunch of insults, and I see some clever ones. So let me just name the clever ones. You guys are calling me Celtics Shaq. You guys are pretty much saying I'm washed up. But also I heard Cavs D Rose. I didn't even know D Rose played on the Cavs. I think my favorite one I heard though was Jordan on the Wizards. Man, that was pretty bad. I ain't gonna lie. He was washed up when he was playing on the Wizards, but I'm nothing like that. You guys already know me. I'm gonna make a big comeback. I'm gonna go somewhere else and it's gonna be crazy. This is not the end of me yet. Do not count me out. Let me know in the comments where I should go to next, and I'm gonna make it happen as soon as possible.
If you go to if you go to any other, if you go to any place that's like Colombia or anywhere like that, them girls ain't gonna be like these Japanese girls on these regular dating apps. He was using Bumble, Hinge, all these other, every dating app that's publicly available. He wasn't using like the official Japanese ones that they literally have for those types of services. You go to DR, Colombia, try to do something like that. Them girls they'll try to set you up, like for real, like drug you and all type of stuff, steal all your stuff. And Thailand, I don't know what they're gonna do out there. They're probably gonna have fun with you. Hey, good luck, bro. But yeah, stay alert.
Here is how I got caught lacking in Japan. And there was this weird guy. He wasn't completely following me, but I felt his presence. He was like a shadow. I acted like I didn't want any problems, and then I snuffed him. No. Boom! You see, I dropped the shoulder on him. That's what you gotta do. Boom! I am officially in my ultimate training arc. If you're not aware, I was recently jumped in Japan and forced to evacuate. So I hit up my good people over at Terrence Crawford's team. And I didn't even have to say much. He already knew what was going on. So he took me under his wing. He said, come on. And I told myself, that will never happen to me again. I will never let another man do that to me ever again. I don't care how many it is. I don't care who it is. This is KD going to the Warriors. This is the power move I need. This is some real life anime shit going on. I gotta make sure my squabble is 100% in play before I start season 2. Crawford actually had me at the UFC headquarters for today, so it's only right if I explored it. As soon as I went upstairs, I seen hella bottles unattended. I'm not gonna say I stole one, but I will say I politely offered to volunteer to take one without anybody's permission. I couldn't really find much. There was a bunch of rooms that looked identical. I knew I wasn't supposed to be here because there was nobody here, but I was trying to find something. Look, I was in the fridge. There was nothing. I eventually came across this, and this is exactly when I stopped. I knew I was in too deep. I don't know what in the Illuminati is going on, but I knew I just had to stop. You guys also made me realize that the girl who tried to pin a baby on me might have been the one who set me up in Japan. She is the same girl who threatened me and said, if you don't cooperate, you would think you should have stayed in America. How am I just not realizing this? People have been wondering how my parents feel about this whole entire situation. My parents were the main ones telling me not to go because people are racist out there. And it really broke my mom's heart when I FaceTimed her and I had a black eye. My eye is doing a lot better. I don't have to wear this 24/7. It is still a little bit blurry and sensitive to light, but I can take it off and take breaks.
How I got caught lacking in Japan. So this is the dude, Scam Likely, that went to Japan, caught all those STDs, and basically at the end of his trip on the last video, he says he got into a situation, and everybody it's known as the Shibuya situation. So he said he couldn't say what happened on TikTok, but then I guess he went ahead anyway, and he's stating how it actually all went down. So I'm gonna put all these videos in a playlist. I'm gonna just call it like Scam Likely TikTok Japan, and it's all 3 videos I made of his whole journey wilding out.
Here is how I got caught lacking in Japan. All right, so boom, I started my day off in Tokyo, just hanging around, a usual light day. And there was this weird guy. He wasn't completely following me, but I felt his presence. He was like a shadow, and I just kept seeing him pop up. So the sun was starting to go down, right? And I wanted to have some fun, so I was gonna go to the same nightclub that I went from day 2. I don't know if you guys remember, but it was kind of like a more ghetto area. So right when I hopped on the train, I seen him come with me. But I didn't say anything. I didn't think anything of it because, first of all, no offense, but a lot of Japan...
I'm gonna real quick. The last few situations I heard, people saying in Japan is, I've heard drunk tourists is like really the only thing there. That's to everybody's own experience. That's what I'm saying. You got it, because Japan's like probably the third place I plan on going. And then the last few situations I heard, not only from him but from different people, it's not drunk tourists. Of course, minus the ones that are annoying with the cameras, just running it for all streamers and black people and just people in general too, white people as well. Is drunk people that are native to Japan wilding out on tourists, like they just had enough. So
people look similar, so I wasn't sure if it was completely him. And plus, he was probably just some average weirdo, so he came along with me. So me and him got off on the same stop, and I went into the nightclub, and he didn't go in, so I was like, oh, okay, there's nothing to worry about. But fast forward 2 hours later, I was already a little lit. I was drinking a little bit, and I seen him come in with like 4 of his friends. But I still didn't think anything of it because, like Japan is known for being a safe country. I kind of knew that I was like a bounty at this point, but I still did not think anything was going to happen to me. So eventually it was getting pretty late,
So if I'm following this right, he was chilling all day basically, and he kept seeing the same guy pop up through the whole day. He was being followed, goes into the nightclub, sees the guy at the nightclub, and he doesn't go in. Then he goes in, he's minding his business. Then he sees the guy come in with other guys, so he called guys. So now he's like, hey, I know I got a bounty on my head. Now this kind of goes to what this one teacher was saying. If you are a foreigner and you get popular on any social media platform, specifically for anything you're doing in Japan, if you get popular off that, you're known pretty fast. Like this, it almost seems like she was trying to say like, yo, bro, within a week, you're popular out there in Japan. Like it spreads in Japan like wildfire. Some dude from America comes over and he's going on social media in Japan, and whatever he does in Japan blows up on social media. Everybody in Japan knows him. So specifically him for what he did. Okay, this is starting to make sense now.
So I found my girl that I was going to take home, and me and her went outside the club because it was loud and I couldn't really understand her. So I was outside, I had my phone out like this, and I was talking to her through the translate. So I was in this position, right? And the same guy and his friends just shoulder bumped me, boom, hard as I don't know if you guys ever played 2K, but I did kind of like a 2K ankle breaker animation. I had to catch myself, and I put my hands up. I said, what the fuck? They're screaming at me in Japanese. I don't know what the fuck they was saying. They was calling me slurs in English. So I knew it was about to go down. I was like, oh shit. I pulled a veteran street move.
So like Mega 64, when they were cussing at them, they were speaking like Japanese and English like at the same time. Like they saying like English bad words. Like they only know the bad words.
I acted like I didn't want any problems, and then I snuffed him. I was walking up like this.
Okay, you started it off.
No. Boom. You see, I dropped the shoulder on him. That's what you got to do. Boom. And I stepped back. I tried to measure him on my boxing shit.
That's what I'm saying. Step back, find a wall. Get against the wall. You can see everybody coming at you from all sides. Or get in the corner so you can see every single thing coming at you. And then you can weave and bob and weave and stick.
But it was just too many, and I realized I couldn't even do that. I should have just sprinted away after I did that. But I kind of have an ego, like there's something wrong with me, and the alcohol was starting to kick in.
Is this the same club from before? You know what alleyways to run down to and dip down?
And my girl was right there, so I didn't sprint away, but I was kind of backing up, like trying to like get aware of the situation, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do next. I was using the cars to my advantage. I was trying to see what I was gonna do. There was a guy on the left of me that was starting to get kind of close, so I tried to hit him, but then I fell on the ground, and all of them hopped on top of me and started teeing up. See, if I was sober, I would have probably knocked them out. But the alcohol was kicking and I was lit, so I wasn't in my right mind.
Damn.
But I was balled up like this.
Probably
it was
wasn't
my
that
first
bad.
time in my life.
Well, you probably couldn't feel the...
It went on for like 30 seconds. They was hitting me in my rib and everything. He caught me in my eye.
Damn.
So that went on for like 30 seconds of me just getting pounded on. Some workers came in from inside the club. They broke it up, and they were like, after they told me, like, please don't call the cops, please don't call the police, and they handed me some money. It was a little bit of chump change. I wasn't gonna call the police anyways because I got hurt. But I'll take the money. My confidence was super low after
You
that.
took the money and said, I don't care
I went
about
inside my hotel room, immediately booked the next flight I could, and and I went straight home.
Oh, that's what's up then. Okay, I mean, it's funny because it seems like this is like the second time this happened to him when he was there. These girls see him get into, every time he's leaving the club with a girl, he gets attacked. So at least these girls know he got some type of squabble. He ain't no whore. You know what I mean? So they was kind of on his side afterwards, like, oh, we saw what happened. We'll offer you money. I never heard anything like that happen in Japan. Bribery. Take the money. Don't call the police. Oh, man. I mean, hey, he said, hey, forget it. He was a real one. He just took the money. I don't want to deal with no police. Here, give me the money. I could use it.
Well, I say I think I had too much clout and motion in Japan. I think they recognized me and wanted to get off on me. Yeah, that's pretty much how it went down. Let me know in the comments where I should go to next. I'm going to make that happen as soon as possible. And I'm not solo traveling no more. I'm not going anywhere by myself.